Hi there, my name is Jessica Wild, and I'm here with Mishka, and we are going to give you a little tour of the Smith Farm Goat Sanctuary. I retired from the Air Force in 2022 and began the Smith Farm Goat Sanctuary nonprofit last year, and I am the president of the sanctuary. And our mission here at the farm is to provide lifelong sanctuary to goats, as well as take in surrenders and rescue goats in need and provide a lifelong sanctuary to them as well. We do not adopt out, and this should be our last kidding herd that we had this spring, since all of our males have been neutered at this point. Another of our mission statements is to preserve a piece of Fuquay-Varena's agricultural history. The farm that the sanctuary sits on was started in the 1940s by Mr. and Mrs. William Smith. And they started out with hogs, and then in the 90s they began to acquire goats, and they fell in love with goats at that point, and ever since then that is what has been on this farm. So a lot of our goats are descendants of the original goats that were here in the 90s, and we also have some rescues now. Our third mission is to provide a place for the community of Fuquay and Raleigh to come and enjoy the farm and hold inclusive, family-friendly, and fun events that get them closer to nature and goats. These four cuties are going to be our tour guides for the farm tour today. We have Mishka right here, Humphrey with his big ears, Jesse James, our rebel without a cause, and Zoe with her white tuft on her head. Over the past 8 months, we undertook a large fence update project, and as of today, we have 14 enclosures for our goats to enjoy. And one of the things that we offer in order to support us is the ability to become a herd hero and sponsor our enclosures, one of the enclosures. So right here, whenever you first enter the sanctuary, on your right is Killer's Bluff. And Killer's Bluff is named after one of our dearest goats. He had the largest horns, and this was his pasture. Pickle and Larry live in Killer's Bluff now. So you can become a enclosure herd hero by having a permanent plaque put on the enclosure of your choice. And here we have Killer's Bluff, and we have 3 people who have sponsored this enclosure for the lovely Larry and Pickle. And so yeah, if you would like to become a permanent part of our herd and a herd hero, you can get your name permanently put on one of the enclosures of your choice. And that's just one way you can support us here at the sanctuary. If you come visit us on one of our private encounters or attend one of our events, we always tell you that you're welcome to bring fruits and veggies for the goats. And just one secret, their favorite treat ever is grapes. They absolutely love grapes. Me and the kids are here in our main field, and this is where a majority of our family-friendly and fun inclusive events happen. We had a movie night here, and we plan to have those as often as we can. We also have goat yoga. We're going to have bingo and magic shows and things like that, and a majority of those events will be held right here in our main field. Off of this field, we have our smaller enclosures, and these enclosures were very much needed because we needed a place to be able to separate goats whenever they had an issue. So right now in Sunrise Chateau, we have 2 of our boys recovering from a castration operation that they just had. Moonlit Glen is actually opened up to the other large field where we have our bigger girls right now, and they can come in here and hang out in the shade if they want to. Here in Mulberry Run, we have S'mores and Melody. Melody just had babies, Oreo and Onyx. And Onyx, they're Nigerian dwarfs, and they're very tiny, and they can squeeze right through the fence. So as you can see, Onyx has broken into the big girl's enclosure. But if he wanted to, he could go right back in with his mom. And then right next to them in Huckleberry Run is Billy Oreo. And Billy Oreo is just hanging out, keeping Melody and S'mores company right now. And we also have Strawberry Run, which is available if we get a goat that's sick or needs to be treated for parasites, worms, or any other needs to have a goat put in here. Now, they are herding animals, and so we try to put them in with another one of their friends so that they can hang out together and keep each other company while the one is recovering. And then on the far left side of our farm, we come to two of our main fields, which is Walnut Grove and Shady Pines. Shady Pines was named after my Golden Girls since they sent Ma to Shady Pines. So what we have here is our largest females. Two of them became moms this past spring, and so their babies are in there with them. And they enjoy both of these pastures hanging out. Shady Pines also doubles as our parking lot for events, and so we'll close that off and have everyone park there. So we're now going into Woodland Trails. This is one of our other large enclosures. It is all wooded, and we have started making trails that visitors can walk in the woods, and the goats will hang out with them in the woods. So whenever we have events, we leave this gate door open and allow you to come through. So you can hang out in the main field, and then you can come into the back and walk the trails. Come on, Mishka. So one of the coolest parts of Woodland Trails is the fact that we took this house that was built in the 1950s, and we've basically converted it into the Wild Goat Trading Post. So we'll give you a tour of the Wild Goat Trading Post as well. As I mentioned, the Woodland Trails will be open during events, and so you can always come back and check out the Wild Goat Trading Post, which happens to have a composting toilet, bathroom, as well as handmade items and other things for sale. And the goats are allowed to come into the Wild Goat Trading Post. All right, let's show you the Wild Goat Trading Post. Ready, guys? Let's show them. Come on in. So this main room right here is kind of like a gathering room where if you're here for an event, you're welcome to come in, sit down, enjoy yourself, hang out with any goats that have strolled by, as well as look at all of the homemade items and various things that we have for sale here. 100% of the proceeds go back to supporting the goats. And many of these, all of the handmade products that you see, I have made myself, including we have some stamped keychains and necklaces for sale. In here is the cafe, which is still a work in progress. Right now, we basically sell tea, which is, we have 4 tea blends that we've made ourselves. So you can have a cup of tea, coffee, and water. But this leads to our fancy bathroom facilities, which are very rustic. And this is our facilities whenever you come to an event. Oh, you guys. So when you come to an event, we basically have a composting toilet for you to use. We're very rustic here, and this composting toilet comes with instructions, but as you can see, you can shop while you're using the restroom and even have a goat join you. Here you can purchase one of our Hanging With My Herd t-shirts. And this room is actually meant to be an art room. So if we have an event where we're making some kind of art and the weather doesn't permit us to do it outside, we can bring that in here and do our little workshop in here. So after you're done shopping and using our fancy composting toilet in the trading post, you can go to the left or the right behind the trading post, and you will be at the entrance to our Woodland Trails. We've created a bunch of winding trails through our wooded area back here in order for our guests and our goats to just wander and enjoy nature. We've put a bunch of hay bales all around the trails for you to sit on or the goats to jump on. And we also offer another way to support us. We have these in memory of benches that you can have, and they do have custom plaques on them, and this is another way to have a permanent memory at the sanctuary, as well as supporting the goats and providing a place for the goats and our guests to sit as they wander around on the woodland trails. If you would like to come visit us and our herd, there are many ways to do so. Go to our website, which is smithfarmgoatsanctuary.org, and under Visit Us, you can see the ways that you can come out. Unfortunately, we are not just open doors to the public right now for a variety of reasons, but we do offer 5 events per month that you can buy a ticket for, and we also offer private encounters as well as hosting parties or work events. So take a look under Visit Us and see the options and come out and visit our herd. If you would like to support us, we absolutely need your help. Keeping the lights on, keeping the bellies full, and keeping our herd healthy. We currently have 48 goats, and we are due to get 8 more next weekend with a surrender. So we would love any help that you're willing to give. The ways that you can support us can be found on our website under Support, and you can sponsor one of our goats. You can become a herd hero and sponsor one of our enclosures. You can get it in memory of either a bench, a garden, or a rocking chair, or a picnic table that will be enjoyed by our goats and our guests for years to come, as well as have a personalized plaque that you design on there. You can buy a bale of hay through our website. Our sponsorship package for goats includes a certificate of sponsorship for that goat, a 1-hour private encounter with your goat and their friends, and recognition on our website and our social media platforms.